This your boy JR. Good morning, guys and gals. This your boy JR, aka LoNe BuSHCRAFT. It's early in the morning here, and I grabbed my favorite Yeti mug. Let me show you the coffee I'm gonna make today. I have some French vanilla cappuccino. So that's what I'm having this morning. Go make me some French roast again. French vanilla cappuccino. That's what's going to be on the menu today. Anyways, I hope you guys and gals are all doing well out there. How many of you notice? Anyways, when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of this. Music, television. Anyways, let's go make coffee. French vanilla cappuccino. Oh man, that's really good. Oh, it's one of my favorite coffee mugs, my Yeti mug. What's up, Brett? How's it going, Brett? Cheers, buddy. Whoops, gotta grab my tray. Already put 91% eyes. I loaded up my indoor-outdoor fire pits with 91% eyes of propane fuel. So that's all loaded up. So I got my indoor-outdoor fire pits all loaded up. I got that all loaded up. Grabbing my tray. How many of you remember MTV Music Television? I used to watch it all the time back in the day. Yeah, I used to watch it back in the day all the time. Music Television, MTV. Whoops. Whoops. What's happening, buddy?
Not much. Well, trying to get an avatar set up here. What I'm doing? I'm going to download an avatar to my.
It's about 5:26 here in Midwest Indiana. What time is it there?
26 degrees.
Well, no, it's 5:27 in the morning. What time is it there?
Let me see if I can get this to work on my. I copied it. I gotta save image as. There we go. Save image as. See if it works. If it's the right type of file. I'm gonna put it up change my avatar, download another avatar to StreamYard.
Oh,
See here.
Oh, you
See, and then I gotta go into my files and go.
My favorite.
There it is.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
If it works, see if it works though.
Let
me see here and see if it works.
I'm having rotisserie chicken
StreamYard.
and I'm gonna add some Chick-fil-A sauce to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can buy that at some of the stores around here.
Yeah, I think I picked it up at Meijer.
You can get it the SARS or Czars Super Saver Foods. It's like an international market. You can get it there. You can get there's a Polynesian sauce too they make.
Oh, cool.
Let me see if I can get it on there now. Let me see if it works. Oh yeah, it worked. And by the way, everybody, go Zags. They play today. against UConn in the Elite Eight.
Oh, that's a cool
Mhm.
profile.
Yeah, I just downloaded it while I was on your stream. It took me like a few minutes. Yeah, I just took an image from Google. But yeah, the guns they have a cool looking logo of a bulldog. Mm-hmm. Arnold Palmer,
Yeah.
the famous golfer. Who wants to know?
Yeah, Elmer Palmer light, half tea, half lemonade.
Turn it up.
But I also got the bad stuff.
Yeah, that's knows Arnold Palmer was the third. I think he's the third winningest golfer on the PGA Tour.
Regular Coca-Cola.
Because it goes Tiger Woods, I believe Sam Snead, and then Arnold Palmer. I think he won like 70 something tournaments. No, that ain't right. It goes Sam. I don't know. Well, Jack Nicklaus is up there too. So I think Arnold Palmer won like 70 or something. I'd have to look. Arnold Palmer. Arnold. ARNO. Arnold Palmer. He died a while ago already. He died 7 years ago already.
Oh wow.
Arnold Palmer. PGA Tour wins. He won 62 PGA Tour titles, so he's fifth on the all-time victory list, trailing Sam Snead, Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, and Ben Hogan.
Oh wow.
I think Tiger Woods is tied with Sam Snead or something. Sam Snead.
I gotta grab my. I forgot to grab my. I usually grab myself two sticks.
He had 82 wins. You see why what Tiger Woods had. TIG. Tiger Woods sucks now though. He's getting up there and fuck. He's made. Well, his net worth is $1.1 billion. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods wins. PPA win. What's it say? How many wins does he have? PGA Tour wins. I don't have a video on all. There we go. 82. So he's tied with Sam Snead.
Chocolate doesn't ask silly questions. Chocolate understands. That's what I got on the front of my pantry there.
I got other people's streams open too. I'm just backgrounding. Yeah, I'll turn it up a little more because you're whispering. Well, yeah, the Raiders got a bunch of new players. Especially their quarterback, and they're going to have a new tight end. Because Waller, they went to another team, and then they've got got some other new players too. Like a lineman, I believe, and a linebacker, I think. And they got some cornerbacks they picked up like cheap.
Oh, cool.
Defensive backs, yeah. Because
so who's the Raiders quarterback going to be?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. Oh, that's right, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo. They call him Jimmy G.
Oh, he's gonna be really good.
If he stays, I don't, because he had a really good defense with the team he was on.
I think he's going to be really good.
He has, if he stays healthy. Like, I don't know if he can stay healthy. You're gonna make more s'mores.
Yeah, I think he's going to be
The
good.
last stream he did like a week ago or something. Or a week and a half ago was s'mores. He cooked on those little whatever those things are called.
Yeah, I think Jimmy G's going to be pretty good.
Well, he's got a good run. He's got a really good running back, and because they franchise tagged Jacobs like a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm.
Is it chocolate in the head with
The same one you had the last time?
Dark chocolate with
It's like a mild dark chocolate though, probably like 60%, maybe cacao.
Yeah,
because there's like a different.
Yeah.
So it's really mild dark chocolate.
Yeah, made with CaCao.
Mm-hmm. Cacao.
Yeah, cacao.
That's how you pronounce it.
Cacao. Oh yeah.
But like I've had 95% dark chocolate.
But I tell you what, this is one of my favorite chocolates I pick up at Aldi's. Absolute favorite chocolate at Aldi's.
But yeah, the 90% dark chocolate is pretty bitter. It doesn't have much like sugar in it.
Oh, well, what I like about it is it's just really, I don't know, it's mild. It's really
it's mild dark chocolate, so it's only like slightly darker than milk. Because like IKEA has one that's like 60% or 70%. I think it's 70%. It's actually the IKEA brand.
And my dark chocolate and marshmallows first before I whip down my Subway.
Dark. Let me see. I'll go to IKEA and look. Because I don't know off the top of my head, but IKEA has like marabou chocolate that's good, but they only sell like 2 kinds of it. The marabou sells like other kind, but marabou's made in Norway, which Norway is also Scandinavian food. It's lumped into the whole thing.
Graham crackers.
Cinnamon
graham crackers.
It'll log in, so it beeps. There we go. I'm signed in. I think. I want to just keep me logged in. There we go. I'm logged in to the actual IKEA website. See here, marketplace. Let's go to the chocolate. It has products. Let's go more. What the hell's there? Swedish food market and restaurant. Here we go. Sweets and snacks and sweets. Let me see here. We got the basic dark chocolate, which is like mild dark chocolate, which is, what does it tell you? Product details. 60% cacao. And then they make a pretty sure they make a darker one too. The hell is it? Darker chocolate. Pretty sure they did. It comes in like a darker brown kind of paper wrapper. Maybe they don't have that one anymore. Maybe they don't have that other dark chocolate anymore. I thought they used to. I swear. Maybe they used to. Let me see. Dark. Dark chocolate more. I'll call it dark. Chocolate Mork, they call it. Yeah, that's the only dark chocolate we have now. We used to have another one. It was like 70% or something. Yeah. I know they have other chocolates in that. They have the other ones that have the fruit in them too. I know they do, unless they got rid of those too. I don't think they did. Go back. Here we go. Here's the main pages. Tweeting. Let's go back. Got some candy. Right now we have the chocolate bunny you can assemble. It's like if you look at my channel, I did the chocolate mousse. It's like a 3-piece assembly and milk chocolate. It's in the shape of a mousse. It stands probably about, I don't know, 5 inches tall or 6 inches tall. I did a short video on it of me assembling it. Where's that damn chocolate? They have to have more snacks than that. I know they have other chocolate than that. Just saw it. Go back. CHOC.
Oh, this is delicious.
Chocolate bar. Here we go. Yeah, see there's the darker chocolate, 70% chocolate more. The better chocolate is 70%. So it's a little bit slightly darker than the regular one, but it's also more money. Oh, IKEA they recalled it. IKEA recalls the chocolate bars for being recalled due to undeclared milk, hazelnut, and almonds. On all their chocolate they did, all the IKEA brand chocolate. That's why you can't find it. But there's all their chocolate.
Cheers.
Marabou chocolate's good. Where's the other chocolates that have the freaking show more? There we go. That's it. No, I thought they had the ones that had like the lingonberry and shit in them, like little bits of lingonberry in it. I swear.
I can't wait to see what Sean Payton does with the Broncos.
I don't know if they're gonna be. They might be better.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to see if Russell Wilson does anything because he had hit his worst year.
All I know is Russell. The whole team better get it together because Sean Payton running the show.
Mm-hmm. I think he's a better coach than their last one, but of course he had a.
Nathaniel Hackett's a good coach. I just think he was in over his head. I think he's a good coach.
What it was from what I heard, it was him and Russell Wilson were clashing, and they didn't like Russell Wilson didn't want to. From what I heard on sports talk radio, they were talking about that Russell Wilson didn't want to call a lot of the plays, and Nathaniel Hackett did, and they were like butting heads.
Well, we don't know because we're not really there. But
no, but that's what they heard from insiders. And then he Russell Wilson would tweet shit too about stuff. You learn how to roast those. You put them a little higher above the flame. You don't put them right in the flame. You put them like an inch or two above the flame, and then rotate them slow.
I don't know why, but like instead of just browning them, I like doing that to them.
You just like to get all get them all black and burnt.
They, just browning them tastes good too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it the opposite way. I'm having my dessert first, and then
baseball season starts up here in like less than a week.
I'm having my dessert and chocolate first, and then I'm having my rotisserie chicken Subway. I went to my chocolate.
You were talking about the what the hell is that place? It's the Peruvian. The Peruvian sandwich place you go to, I drive by sometimes if I go home that exact way from work or go to work. There's a Peruvian restaurant down by like about maybe a half a mile from where my work is. There's a Peruvian restaurant. They sell Peruvian food.
I love whenever I visit Chicago.
And it's open up late. It's open till like 12 a.m. or something, 11 or 12 a.m. at night.
Whenever I visit Chicago, I like visiting the different Peruvian restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like going to Giordano's. It's my
I think it's Peruvian anyways. I saw it on the side. Pike. What is it called? Pica? 10?
Giordano's is my favorite deep dish pizza to get when I'm in Chicago.
Oh, what's it? Pica 10. Picatin restaurant, yeah. What is it? Picatin restaurant. It's actually called El Picatin. Piketon Restaurant and Lounge. It opens at 9. It opens in like 6 hours. A little over 6 hours. It opens at 9 a.m. So it's 2:43 a.m. right now. And then they have breakfast there too. Enjoy rich Mexican dishes, American and Peruvian food. Breakfast, seafood, lunch, and dinner. So it has a Mexican, American, and Peruvian food. It has some American dishes, probably like American style breakfast. They probably have like a little breakfast menu. Because if they sell that many foods, they're not going to have a big breakfast menu like a IHOP or something where it's like 2.5 pages. They're probably just going to have like one page, or probably like 8 items, 10 items or something. A small breakfast menu. Some places you go to, they have breakfast, but it's only like 6-8 items. There's a coffee shop of my brother's. It has like a few breakfast items. They have like really good food, and they have like breakfast items, and then you can drive. You can either walk in and drive through, and what's cool about it is they sell local arts and crafts inside the store, like a local bakeware.
Oh, cool.
For like baking, like baking dishes and stuff, stoneware, and they sell like local like handcrafted products in their store. And then they have probably like 3 or 4 tables inside, and then you can drive through too. I don't know what the place is called. But it's cool though. I ate there like 4 times with my brother, and I had their what was it? It was their I can't remember what type of sausage it was. It was like their chopped up sausage and hash browns and eggs. It was some type of sausage, and it's one of their specials they have like every so often. And then I had the breakfast sandwich, and then I had their pulled pork sandwich, and then I had their Red Bull Italian sodas. They may make Red Bull Italian sodas where you can get either a half a can of Red Bull, which is a smaller size, and you can get the full can of Red Bull, which is like the larger size drink, which is probably like, I don't know, a 20 ounce drink or something.
I used to drink Red Bull when I worked there.
And then instead of putting the soda water in there, like club soda or whatever they put in there, they put Red Bull instead, and then they add the ice, and then they go, "Do you want cream?" And I go, "Yeah, of course I want the cream." So they added like maybe like a couple ounces of cream in there, and then they stir it up, and then they don't really stir it up too much because you can see the cream like kind of like floating in the middle of the drink.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because they pour the cream on last, but they put ice in there. They're good. And you can get like different ones. Like the one I like is the orange one. So when you add the cream in there, it tastes like a creamsicle.
So yeah, I saw people drinking Red Bulls at the nightclub, but I also saw them drinking those Monster drinks.
Mm-hmm. I only drink those once in a while. I had an energy drink last night after work because I was going to stay up for a while anyway. So I was like,
Brett, did you watch this channel very much?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yep.
Up until probably about 10, 12 years ago, I watched it.
Yeah.
But I think like the last stuff I was really was watching on that show was like it was like Robin Big.
Yeah, it truly
remember Robin Big, Rob Deerdeck, and he had that big like 420-pound bodyguard.
Music television back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
what's funny, that
was one of their old school logos from the 80s.
But then they started getting away from it as the years went by.
They don't even have any music on any like music videos or any like really music shows on there anymore.
Yeah, it's like My Cribs. It's a bunch of shows now instead.
Yeah, well, Cribs hasn't been on there for years, but it's like, but what it is though, they did because VH1 Classic used to be a channel, but then MTV bought it out like 4 years ago or something. So then now that's where they show all their classic stuff like Beavis and Butthead, and they show like Daria, and they show like old shows and crap that they had on there. And they probably have music. Maybe they have music videos on there. I don't know, but yeah. I used to watch it. I remember watching. Geez, what was that show called? The Grind.
Oh yeah.
I was like really little. I was like, well, I wasn't super little. I was like 11 or something, or 12. I remember watching The Grind. I remember watching the actual MTV when they announced Kurt Cobain died.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I believe it was Kurt Loder that came on and said and announced. They used to have the MTV breaking news. You know, they used to interject in like their other shows, or like when they're showing a music video, they'd switch to like one of the news anchors. They had like 2 or 3 of them, and then they would show breaking news, blah 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 blah. This band's got a new album out, or this whatever, and then they announced Kurt Cobain died. And I didn't really listen to like Nirvana really. Then some of my brother and some of his friends did. They listened to Nirvana because they were in. My brother was like 14. He was already in like 8th grade when Nirvana came out.
Oh, cool.
When their first album came out, so he was like, yeah, and more into Nirvana. He was into like Green Day around that time when Green Day's first album came out. Like he was into Rage Against the Machine, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, all the grunge.
Right, I had a lot of friends.
Alice in Chains. When he was in like high
school that listened to a lot of grunge music,
and
then also listened to some Wham.
Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah, you're a little older than my brother though. My brother's only 45, but he was right. He was like 14 right when grunge started getting big, like in '92.
See, I listened to a lot of my dad's music while I was growing up. Eagles,
so did I,
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, like Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, America, the Rolling Stones, ZZ Top.
Yep, ZZ Top.
Yeah, ZZ Top's really good. They're still touring. Well, I think they toured last year. They're still touring. They have the roadie. No, not the roadie. The guitar technician is the one that I believe is playing.
My favorite 70s group, hands down, has got to be the Eagles.
The bass in the spot of Dusty. What was it? Dusty Hill that died. You know, that died like a year and a half ago. He's the one that's been playing. From what I know, I think he's still playing. And then they're still around. And then like I listen to like all the old bands. Like my dad's one that's got me into like a lot of those old like Steppenwolf and freaking.
Oh my God, yeah, Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf had like some hits back in the day. I think what else got me into? He got me into like Foreigner.
Yep, Foreigner.
In Boston and all that stuff. I'm trying to think of what other big bands there were.
Really
like
good music.
Bad Company.
Hey, what do you think of the new rock band Greta Van Fleet?
They have like a couple songs I liked, and then it was off their first album. And then I didn't like their second stuff as well.
Right.
Their second album, and then I don't know if they have another album after that. I kind of just went off.
Yeah, my daughter went to a live concert of theirs when it was in Chicago. She said it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I like the one song that sounds more Led Zeppelin-y.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? Because my favorite band's Led Zeppelin. So like, oh man, these people were saying that they're like a new version of Led Zeppelin, kind of. They sound a lot like Led Zeppelin. So I tried. I'm like, oh, the first song I heard it sounded like Led Zeppelin, and then their other stuff really didn't. Kind of got off from like the Led Zeppelin similar sound and went to a different direction. But one of the bands I like that I've been starting to get into. I never bought any like albums or anything, but I listened to them on like YouTube. You can get it for free and listen to them. It's Eddie Van Halen's son's band, Mammoth. What is it? Mammoth.
Oh,
Mammoth. Cool. Wolfgang Van Halen or whatever he calls it. I think that's what he calls it. And he has one album that came out like a year It's maybe like a year and a half ago or something.
Right.
And then
Right.
I was just watching YouTube, and I got a notification. I go, "What? The Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen is having a premiere." And then I went there, and he did like a short little interview, and then he premiered his new song.
Oh wow.
And then so I think their album comes out in August, but he has a new song out. You can go on their YouTube channel and listen to it.
That's
It's his
very
band's
cool.
YouTube channel. It's kind of cool because it's not just a cheesy ass music video where they just start playing the music. He actually like acts in the freaking video. It's like
Oh,
there's like
that's
2 or 3 minutes of video before the song actually starts, and he's like walking around and like talking and stuff.
That's
And
super
then
cool.
he actually acts in it. And then he's actually got his dad's talent because he's also he played bass in Van Halen probably the last like the when they reunited with Sammy Hagar like years ago, probably like the one when that was. And then he was young, he was like a teenager then. And then when they had David Lee Roth in the band, when they got back with him, he was the bass player. And then in the band that he started, he plays lead guitar, and he's
Oh
pretty
wow.
darn good.
That's cool.
And then I can because you're not monetized anyway, so it doesn't freaking matter. But I'll see if I can play a little bit on my phone to show you. He it's cool.
Oh
You,
no,
you
no,
gotta
no.
watch the whole
Yeah, don't play music here though, because we're live.
yeah, they won't do anything. They'll just give you a copyright claim, and you're not monetized. Nothing will happen. But I'll always play part of it. But where's the Mammoth WVH Wolfgang Van Halen instead of EVH, so he goes by WVH. But it's like another celebration at the end of the world, and it was 2 days ago. And it's like a cool. Um,
Do, 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 do. Sorry, dude. I was afraid of. Yeah, I didn't want to play that on the live stream here. That's cool. Thanks for coming up, Brett. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, I did that in case in the future I do get monetized. Because I'm not monetized, but I try to be really careful never to play any music on my live streams. And uh, so, yeah, I didn't want to play it. But yeah, thanks for coming up, Brett. I appreciate it, buddy. Have a good one. So, a lot of you guys and gals have probably seen these all over YouTube and probably all over Google. These are the uh, they're indoor outdoor concrete fire pits. And my favorite kind, or the ones I'm most familiar, are the kind that they give you a stainless steel cylinder. Basically, looks like a stainless steel cup that you put inside the concrete fire pit. So that's the kind I'm using right now, and I'm using 91% isopropyl fuel to burn inside the concrete fire pit. And so far, I'm really enjoying it, and I love the fact that I can have me a campfire inside, or give me the feeling of a campfire inside. They're really cool. And some people burn 70% isopropyl fuel in it, and some people burn 91% isopropyl fuel in it. I'm burning 91% isopropyl fuel. So, but so far, I really dig them. And I think the title when these came in a 2-pack, and I think the original price for this 2-pack, it came with 2 indoor outdoor fire pits. So it came with 2 base lids. So at the bottom of there is a base lid. So two bottom base lids 2 stainless steel cups you put inside, and 2 cement fire pits. And also comes with 2 metal prongs that you can they extend out. They're metal prongs. You can put a hot dog on there. You can put these on there. Anyways, it comes with 2 of those marshmallow holders. And the original price I think was $44.99, but I ended up picking it up on Amazon Prime for $34.88. I think with taxes it came to $37. Anyways, I thought it was a good deal, and you get 2 of them in a 2 pack. And so I thought $34.88 was an awesome price for them. Like I said, the ones I'm most familiar with are the ones where you drop a stainless steel cup inside the cement fire pit. So I love them, man. You get the feeling of you're getting the feeling of a fire pit. It's really cool. I absolutely love it. But absolutely love these dudes. But and like I said, they're all over YouTube, and they're also all over they're also all over Amazon Prime. And you can also get these cement fire pits in all kinds of different shapes. I've seen some where it's got skull shapes, and then I've seen some where they're in the shape of a hexagon, and there's some that even have a round shape, which are cool. So I chose these ones. I think the title of these were called Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pits 2-pack. And Gardenex is the brand that sells them. Anyways, you can find them on Amazon Prime in a 2-pack set for $34.88. It's pretty cool. And these dudes right here, they call fire extinguishers. And I'll show you guys how they work. They work really cool. You put your fire completely out. And then I'll show you guys. I'll show you that you can light it up just as fast. So, ooh, look at that. They light up just as fast. So, but yeah, they're really cool. It's a really, like this morning, I'm coming live from Midwest Indiana. It's early in the morning. I think I started this stream about 5 something in the morning. So it's early morning here in Midwest Indiana. It's totally rainy outside. And what I love about these is, let's say I didn't want to go out in the cold and rain and make a campfire. I can make it right here and have a good time, roast marshmallows. I decided to do something different today, which was to have my dessert first and then have my rotisserie Subway chicken. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So, and like I said, it's rainy and cold outside right now this morning. But yeah, I love these, man, because I can use them indoor and outdoors. I'm not sure what other kind of fuels you can put in these. I looked at some other indoor ones, and I think they burn like I think there's other ones that comes with the concrete, but not the stainless steel cylinder or cup. Those ones, I think you just drop a it's like a food can Anyways, it's like a cooking gel can, the kind you put under to keep food hot and warm, or the kind that you see catering people use. I saw some of those. I was more interested in the kind that you put isopropyl in and burn. So it burns really cleanly and it's real cheap. The other thing I like about the either regardless whether you get, I think I picked up the 91% because I heard it gives off a bigger flame. But anyways, isopropyl you can use for cuts, bruises, and bumps. So you can use it as a first aid, but you can also use it as a fuel. So that's kind of cool. But um, but yeah, the weather's really nasty outside this morning. But yet, if I want to bring in the hey, what's up? How's it going there? I'm just chilling out with my indoor-outdoor fire pit here. Hey, good morning. I'm doing good. Let me show you what I got going on here. So these are my indoor-outdoor fire pits here. But yeah, man, I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Super cool. Brett was here earlier. He was going to play some music, but I didn't want him to play it because I didn't. Even though I'm not monetized yet. Hey, what's up? Yep. Good morning. So, yeah, he was. Yeah, I'm reading the chat here. Watching from the Philippines. Cool, man. All right. Yeah. Oh, here's brother Brett. Yeah, he was getting ready to play some music. See what um, yeah, part of the reason I don't play music on my live streams is because I don't know if later these videos could get monetized later down the road, and so um, that's why I don't play any music. Or or sometimes I worry about people singing music, so I worry about that. So that's pretty cool. I think I picked this up at my local mall. This hat right here. But now they're starting to put these lone wolf patches on the various different color hats too. Anyways, I try to be careful by doing. I don't do much singing on my live streams. I visit other live streams that have singing. That's their thing. Singing ain't normally my thing on my live streams. I'm usually I'm usually building a campfire, or I'm usually playing with an indoor campfire. That's usually my speed. It's usually not singing. But I love visiting the singing streams, though. Don't get me wrong. I definitely love visiting the singing streams for sure. Yep. But yeah, the buckle. I think the buckle store also sells these. It isn't just the lone wolf patch. They got all kinds of hats. Um, it isn't just lone wolf patches. I think they got a bull. They got a bull patch. They got all kinds of patches with animals and different themes. And yeah, the buckle store. But then also they got these smaller stores that sell the same kind of hats. But I mainly picked this one up because it had the name of my channel on it. So, but my channel name when I first started out used to be simply Lone Wolf's Bushcraft or Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and then I switched it to Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels because I was starting to do a lot of traveling. So last year I had traveled to Mexico. Midway through the year, I traveled to Mexico. I went back to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Stayed at the same place I stayed last time and had a really good time in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And then towards the end of last year, um, just before Christmas, I went back to Peru and I did a live stream from Peru. I did 2 live streams from Peru, and then I did 2 desert adventures in Paracas. And if you guys go to my Mexico playlists or you go to my Peru playlist, you can see my 2 desert adventures I had when I was in Peru. And then if you go to my Mexico playlist, it'll show you all the places I've been to in Mexico. The very first time I went to Mexico, I went to Cancun, Mexico. So I've been to Cancun, Mexico. I've been to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I've been to Sayulita, Mexico. And then, of course, I've been to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And all of those are in the southern part of Mexico. And they're really awesome. Had really awesome trips whenever I've gone to Mexico. My wife's Peruvian Japanese. So my wife has a wild mixture. She's Peruvian Japanese. She's Peruvian, Japanese, Spanish, Italian, and has probably some indigenous in there as well. And me, I'm half English, half Irish. And I did the 23andMe thing. So I got 2% Neanderthal. But I'm half British and half Irish. I wasn't surprised by that. But I have 2%. It's either like 2 or 3%. I believe it said 2% of French and German. And what's really weird is no one in my family has ever talked about French and German in our background. So it's really neat if you do the 23andMe thing. What you do is you give them a sample of your saliva. And I couldn't believe how accurate it was as far as being half English, half Irish. That I wasn't surprised. I always knew I had English and Irish, and I always knew I had European, but I never knew I had French and German, so that kind of blew me away. And like I said, my family never talked about French and German. I was kind of sad that it showed I didn't have no Native American at all, so I was kind of bummed by that. I was kind of hoping it would find some Native American in there, so. But anyways, if any one of your relatives do the 23andMe also, or even relatives you've never met, it shows where they are all around. So I got relatives that I've never met that have done the 23andMe thing that I'm related to. So that's kind of wild. So, and then the Irish that I'm from is from Dublin, Ireland. I wasn't surprised by that because my mom's mother is from Dublin, Ireland. But yeah, if you've never done the 23andMe thing, you gotta do it. Or I would really encourage you guys to do the 23andMe thing because it's like I said, I didn't know I had a little bit of French and German in my background, so that kind of blew me away. And what's so funny is I have some friends of mine, or my wife has a friend. One of her friends is married to this French guy, and I've always enjoyed hanging out with them, and so now I know maybe why I do. I have a little bit of French and German in my background, so that's kind of wild. But yeah, the majority of me is half English, half Irish. That was the majority of my makeup. Was I had half, like I said, half English, half Irish. But I wasn't surprised. The only surprise was the Neanderthal, and then the other surprise was being 2% French and German. So I was kind of a surprise. Super surprised by that. So, but then, like I said, there's just relatives that are doing that, and it's really, really cool. Super cool. All right, I already had my. You guys already saw me have my marshmallows. I think I'm gonna have 2 more marshmallows before I start jamming on my. Before I start jamming on my rotisserie chicken. Look at this. Earlier, you guys got to see me put some dressing on it. So that's a rotisserie chicken Subway sandwich, and I got some Arnold Palmer tea, and then I got some regular Coca-Cola. I think I want to have 2 more marshmallows before I start jamming on my. And my dark chocolate was really good, but it's only 49% cacao. So when I've been to Meijer or Kroger's or Aldi's, you can get a much higher percentage of cacao. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, you can get a higher percentage of cacao. I think it was like 49%. But I feel like having. Kind of getting it brown there. I just feel like having. They're getting brown. Brad laughs because I burn them sometimes. Uh-oh. It caught fire. I don't know why. It's hard for me to not light them on. I could brown them, but I don't know. I mean, this is someone that likes to build campfires and hang out by the campfires. Hey, what's up, Adrian? How's it going there, buddy? What's happening? Yep, marshmallows. Oh, Brett says hi, Mr. Burger. That Brett is right. Adrian is Mr. Burger. Oh my God. Guys, I keep forgetting. If some of you have not had marshmallows in a while, even if you burn them or even if you brown them, oh my God. There's nothing like eating a nice hot marshmallow off a stick here. I'm making a mess. I love it. Brett calls Adrian Mr. Burger. That's funny. Mr. Marshmallow. That's right. The last few live streams, I have been eating a lot of marshmallows on my live stream, especially since I've gotten this indoor-outdoor fire pit. So what's burning in there right now is the 91% isopropyl fuel, which a lot of people can use for first aid. But in this case, I'm using it as fuel for my indoor-outdoor fire pit. But yeah, man, I forgot how good a hot marshmallow tastes. Okay. All right, I think I gotta have 2 more marshmallows now. Mr. Marshmallow, I love it. That's funny. And right now, I don't know what the weather's like in your guys' neighborhoods, but right now in Midwest Indiana, it's raining. I started this live stream about 5 something in the morning. It was between 5:20 and 5:30 in the morning. and it's wet and rainy. It's real wet and rainy there. So super. Look at that. Oh, I gotta burn the other side. I burned this side really good. I gotta burn the other side. Yeah, let me burn the other side. Man, that was easy. All right. But yeah, man, I really forgot how good a hot marshmallow tastes off of. These are bamboo sticks, by the way, in case you guys wonder what these are. Now, with this set, uh-oh, my flames are coming low. You see this one right here? As the alcohol burns out, that's burning the last of the alcohol there in that one. And there it goes. So I eat my marshmallow while that one's still burning. I really forgot how good marshmallows taste. Yeah. And Adrian's right. As much as I'm cooking marshmallows on my live stream now, they may start calling me Mr. Marshmallow, which would be hilarious. Oh my God. I know I'm not supposed to talk with my mouth full, but that's really good. Oh my God, this is so good. I wish I could give you guys some hot marshmallow. It's really, really good. Oh my God. It's really good. I'm making a mess though. Oh, but it's so good. It's really, really good. I'm going to set you back on here. Oh my God, it's so good. And my coffee's really good too. I'm having French vanilla cappuccino is what I'm having here. And I love it because it's giving me a feel of an indoor, I'm basically bringing the outdoors indoors. So that's kind of cool. Absolutely love it. And as you see, the fuel, it does a nice flame, that isopropyl fuel. But yeah, it's having an indoor outdoor fire pit's way more fun than just lighting the candle. I'd much rather light one of these, which is really cool. I love it. Now I still feel the heat. Even though this one's burned all of its fuel, I still feel super warm right there. So it's giving off some serious heat. And what's wild, I put the same amount of fuel in each one, so it's kind of wild. So it's funny to see how these have burned a little differently, which is a trip. But yeah, I think on Amazon Prime, these are called the Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pit. And yeah, they come in a 2-pack. Legendary Blaze Concrete Fire Pit by Gardenex. And it comes with two cement fire pits. Inside the fire pit is a stainless steel cup you drop in the center of the fire pit itself. And then it has a nice base plate so that it comes with two base plates. They call these fire extinguishers, so it comes with two fire extinguishers. I'll show you how it works. Extinguishes the flame. Then you can light it real easily. So, and they light real easily. So it lights up real easily. And then it also comes with two stainless steel extensions. They're kind of like in a prong. I got them upstairs. I don't have them handy with me. Anyways, it comes with two stainless steel marshmallow holders. And a lot of you probably, if you've seen enough outdoor equipment, you know that the stainless steel prongs you can extend. So, oh man, I think when it's fully extended, it's just about as long as this stick when you extend the stainless steel ones. These are bamboo stick right here. This is a bamboo stick. This I bought separately. I think you get them like in a 12-pack. But yeah, with this 2-pack deal, you get the two cement fire pits. You get the two stainless steel cups, which you drop inside there, and then you get the two base plates, and then you get these two things, which they call fire extinguishers, and then you get the two marshmallow holders, and so you get all that stuff in your 2-pack for $34.88. I think with taxes, it rounded to about $37.88. So yeah, just a really cool 2-pack. What's amazing is the original price was $44.99, and I picked it up on Amazon Prime for $34.88, which I thought was a cool deal for a 2-pack. Because some of these indoor-outdoor fire pits, you could pay that price for just one, and instead I ended up getting two, which was pretty cool. So they come in various sizes. They come in regular sizes like this, but then I think they make them. They got sizes that are even bigger. So these, I like the size of these because they're just right. They look nice on a table, and I like it way better than lighting a candle. I still like to light candles, but when it comes to jamming and breaking out the marshmallows and the chocolate, lighting one of these is more fun. And I still like to go outside and make a campfire, but this morning, it was really rainy and miserable, and I still wanted to have my chocolate and marshmallows. So I broke out. I filled these up with 91% isopropyl fuel, and yeah, after I did that, they light up real easily. So, and like I said, it's a cool way to bring the indoors. It's a cool way to bring the outdoors indoors, and it gives off a flame like you'd see in a campfire. So it's super cool. Definitely gives you that campfire vibe. And then I've never. Part of the reason I don't want to refill this one is I still feel the heat coming off of it, so I don't want to put any isopropyl fuel there. Anytime you guys are running products like this, make sure you read all the safety rules. Yeah. But yeah, this still feels super warm. So, but yeah, anytime you're dealing with any kind of fire element, make sure you read all the safety rules. I can't stress that enough. Yeah, definitely read all the safety rules. Like I said, these come in all kinds of shapes. They make like a longer square one, and some of those longer square ones come with a wick, and then some of them come without a wick. So I haven't messed with any of those yet. If I get one of those, I'll make sure to show it off to you guys. Or if I get a larger cement outdoor thing that I can use indoors, I'll make sure to show it off to you guys. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these guys. They're pretty cool. And I feel like I am chilling out by the campfire, which is really cool. And I was surprised how much heat it gives off. A lot of heat, so that kind of surprised me. The heat that it gives off. It gives off really good heat. So the only thing I haven't done is cook. I haven't cooked a bratwurst over it, and I haven't cooked a hot dog over it. If I did that, I probably would use these outside. I probably wouldn't do that inside. I don't mind doing the marshmallows, but I guess what I'm worried about is the hot dog or bratwurst juices dripping onto the cement and then dripping onto your table. So if I ever do try to cook something over it, I'll probably use these outdoors, especially if it's a hot dog or a bratwurst. So, but marshmallows are just fine. I don't feel like I'm going to make a mess when I roast marshmallows with these. So, um, it looks like that's what uh, whenever I see people use these, the majority is people roasting marshmallows. So, but like I said, if I ever venture enough to do the hot dog or the bratwurst, I'll make sure to use it outside. But man, I love it because it puts off a real nice flame. Um, like I said, I went with the 91% isopropyl fuel because they said it gives off a bigger flame. And then some people use the 70% alcohol isopropyl, but this one's the 91% isopropyl. It burns real nicely. And then I love the fact that I can use it as a first aid, which is cool. Oh, you can hear it burn. And like it says, it burns cleanly, so there's no odor, smell, or anything. So the isopropyl alcohol burns really clean. And there you go. That was cool. It burns nice and clean. I love showing that off, showing it burn the last of its fuel. That's fun. Yeah, I love that it does that. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to have my chocolate and my marshmallows first. I wanted to do that first. I brought these out too, but I didn't jam on any of them. So, oh my God, my French vanilla cappuccino was really good. Yeah, so I wanted to have my marshmallows. I wanted to have my French vanilla cappuccino first. But yeah, I'm glad I roasted my marshmallows first. I thought that would be more fun to do at the start of my live stream instead of waiting to the end to do that. Thought it'd be more fun to roast marshmallows first. And then I love chatting up with my my brew Brett. He was about to play some music, and yes, it's true. I'm not monetized yet, but uh, but see, even though I'm not monetized yet, I don't know. Once you do become monetized, this is what I don't know. Um, Once I do become monetized, I wonder if like any like uh, it's really wild. Even though I'm not monetized, I look at all these videos I've made, especially my travel vlog videos, and somebody's making money. I ain't making money, but somebody's making money off those videos because they're showing commercials on them. So I think that's, as a creator, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they're making money off me, but I'm also using their platform, which is true. But so yeah, that's kind of a trip. There's some other YouTubers. They've noticed the same thing. Some of them that aren't monetized, they're noticing there's commercials on their playing on their videos. So I think I'm at 90. Last time I checked, I was at 951 subscribers. So thank you guys. I appreciate you subscribers. I think I'm going to have a regular Coca-Cola. I haven't had one in a long time. I usually drink that Coca-Cola Zero. Yeah, and for those of you who end up, thanks for those of you who are still in the background watching this live stream open chat. So that's exactly what this live stream was about today. It was about me showing you guys me making some coffee. In this case, I had the French vanilla cappuccino. So I really enjoyed that. I enjoy roasting my marshmallows. I enjoy chatting up with Brett. Let me show you guys Brett's channel. So this is Brett's channel name here, Brett Glasgow. He's a Raider Nation fan. I've been a long-time Denver Bronco fan. I really didn't become a part of Raider Nation until after John Gruden came back and started coaching the Raiders. So I kind of came late to the Raider Nation party. Last year, I did pick up a new team that I started rooting for, which was the Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit Lions are going to be really good. I think the Oakland Raiders, as long as Jimmy Garoppolo stays healthy, I think Raider Nation is going to be pretty happy. Of course, football's a team sport. You can't just have just the offense firing all cylinders. You got to have a good defense. My Indianapolis Colts, of course, since I live here in Indiana, I'm a big Indianapolis Colts fan. The draft's coming up. It's going to be really interesting. I've been a lifelong Denver Bronco fan. I've been a Denver Bronco fan longer than I've been Indianapolis Colts fan. So there was a time where it's too, then there's the Arizona Cardinals, right? And, the Cardinals, the state bird of Indiana. So it would have been kind of cool if Indiana had acquired the Cardinals, because then it would have been the Indianapolis Cardinals. So, but instead it's the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, pretty awesome organization. Really good sandwich. Oh my God, it's a really good sandwich. So, who are my newest team are the Detroit Lions, but I've been a long time Denver Bronco fan. Matter of fact, when my dad's in the military, so he served in the Marine Corps and also the Air Force. I was born on an Air Force base. I was born in Austin, Texas. So my dad was in the Air Force. We stayed there 1 year in Texas. And then a couple years later, my brother was born in Colorado. My mom's family's all from Colorado. And then we lived in Colorado for a little bit. So I grew up in Colorado for a little bit. And then we eventually come and settled here in Indiana. Of course, we became Denver Bronco fans when I was growing up in Colorado. And when we moved to Indiana, there was no pro football team, so we kept rooting for the Broncos. And once we acquired the Colts, I still kept rooting for the Denver Broncos, but then I, started rooting for our new team that Indiana had acquired, the Indianapolis Colts. I still am a big Colts fan. So those are the two main teams I root for the most: my childhood Denver Broncos and then of course the Indianapolis Colts. Part of the reason I just started rooting for the Detroit Lions, I really like the new hire they did last year. The head coach for the Detroit Lions, really like that head coach. He's still the head coach of the Detroit Lions. And I saw the moves the Detroit Lions have been making, and I think they're going to be really, really good. I'm excited for my Denver Broncos. They brought in Sean Payton, the new head coach of the Denver Broncos. He's got quite a challenge on him because he's got a quarterback that has a really, really long contract. But Sean Payton had done really neat things with Drew Brees, and I think Russell Wilson was picking Russell Wilson was picking Drew Brees' brain because he knew Drew Brees knew a lot about Sean Payton. I really think Russell Wilson's a good dude. I think he wants to work hard. I think no one was more frustrated with Denver Broncos season than Russell Wilson himself. He's a competitor. He's also not super tall, but he was very successful in Seattle. And and I really think when Russell Wilson went to the Denver Broncos, his attitude all was about winning, and bringing that franchise back to winning. Nathaniel Hackett must be a good coach because another team's picked him up to coach. The coach that the Indianapolis Colts let go, Frank Wright, I think he's a hell of a coach. He ended up getting a coaching job, I think, with the Carolina Panthers. And so, and then the coach that the Indianapolis Colts has a new head coach. And that coach also knows how to deal with quarterbacks. It's going to be really interesting because I think it's, there's two guys they're talking a lot about. The gentleman from Alabama and then the other gentleman from Ohio State, the two quarterbacks that they're talking about. Stroud and, that's terrible. I wasn't going to talk about this during my live stream, but now it's popping in my head. Anyways, Alabama's, he had his pro day, the quarterback from Alabama. Had an awesome pro day, I guess. He didn't throw during the Combine, but he did throw on his pro day. That rotisserie chicken's really good. So, and then there's the guy from Florida, the Florida Gators. That guy, oh my God, he's just a really large quarterback. Um, it'd be interesting to see which team picks up that quarterback. Really large quarterback. Looks like the kind of quarterback that's hard to bring down. Anyways, Colts fans, both Colts fans and Bronco fans, and also Detroit Lion fans, some of the teams that I'm rooting for, all those organizations want to get back to winning and get back to going deeper in the playoffs. And then, of course, everyone's goal is to win a Super Bowl. But, with the way they do the draft and the way they do free agency, it's amazing. Of course, teams also have to worry about cap space. So every once in a while, you guys will hear me talk about popular culture. In this case, it's pro football. I'll still talk about things that are related to my channel, but also during my live streams and also during open chats. Sometimes you guys will hear me talk about sports. Sometimes you'll hear me talk about survival, and sometimes you'll hear me talk about BuSHCRAFT. I don't know. During these open chats, I love talking about other things besides survival, and BuSHCRAFT, and also camping. I really enjoy watching college football. I also really enjoy watching pro football as well. Hell, I also enjoy watching other YouTube channels. I do watch other BuSHCRAFT YouTube channels. It's been a while since I've watched Joe Robinette BuSHCRAFT. I need to check into that channel, see what he's been doing lately. I like watching Cold Cracker BuSHCRAFT. I also like watching TMP, the Nut and Fancy Project. I like watching the Nut and Fancy channel. He's got some really cool philosophy videos. He's a retired Air Force colonel that flew planes. He says the Nut and Fancy channel says he views his channel as an outdoor channel, is what Nut and Fancy said about his channel. But yeah, I enjoy. Oh, and I enjoy also watching the season of LoNe. One of the things I think contestants struggle with the most, a lot of them didn't realize how much they'd missed their family, their friends and family. So it's interesting seeing how people deal with that when I watch the show alone. So, and I love also the show Survivor. That's really interesting because people are surviving the elements, and not just elements, they're surviving creepy crawly bugs. Man, they put them in all kinds of different locations. I think one show was even in the Philippines, the Survivor show. So that was really interesting. So, oh my God, man. They get sometimes a simple scrape or cut can get infected. And there's been people pulled from the Survivor show, the show Survivor. So. And that show's been around a really long time. But yeah, on these open chats, I could end up talking about anything: sports, life in general, philosophy. Sometimes share a little bit about my family as well. Um, and I hadn't done a live stream in a while, so I really wanted to, but I didn't realize I was going to start my live stream so early in the morning. But I wanted to, so basically, when you guys see me come on live stream here, it's because I really, really wanted to come on live. So, but man, this rotisserie chicken's really good. Mm. But yeah, and then I love bushcrafting, of course. I love camping. So far, my favorite kind of camping is car camping because I don't have to worry about the weight. I can throw all my favorite comfort stuff in there. I can throw. Uh, I have set up 2 3 person tents. The smallest tent I'll set up is just a 2 person tent. I won't set up anything smaller than that because at least with a 2 person tent, I can bring my gear in with me. So, but I usually always try to camp on really nice days. I don't. There's plenty of YouTubers who like to torture themselves and camp out in the rain. So far, I've not done that kind of camping. But I also, but just in case I'm ever wrong about the weather, I want to make sure I'm not in anything smaller than a 2 person tent. So, but like I said, there's man, Corporal's Corner. What a YouTube channel! I laugh because, um, I mean, that's a true. If you guys haven't checked him out, his channel name's called Corporal's Corner. He's uh, he's a former U.S. Marine, but I shouldn't say former. That saying "once a Marine, always a Marine" is really true. Anyways, Corporal's Corner is a Marine. He's also gone. So he's got a military background. Corporal's Corner does, and his channel is definitely an outdoor channel. He goes to all kinds of locations. It's usually in the woods area. He usually goes out into the woods. Doesn't matter if it's raining. I mean, sometimes he goes out and there is sun, but most times he's most times he's building shelters, and sometimes when he's building shelters, it's raining. So he definitely, you'll see him roughing it on his channel. So that's pretty cool. Once again, it's called Corporal's Corner, and oh my God, he builds all kinds of shelters too. So uh, that's a channel I need to recheck back in with, see what he's up to. More than likely, he's probably building shelters. Uh, I think one time he built a shelter, and then he also made a hamburger, and yeah, he's sometimes cooking over a fire. Yeah, Corporal's Corner. Um, most times at the start of his videos, he's letting you know exactly what he's going to do. Um, Sometimes he tells you exactly what kind of shelter he's going to make. Um, yeah, he sometimes will tell you exactly what kind of shelter he's going to make. And just a really cool channel, Corporal's Corner. Make sure you check out that channel. Now, if you're a gear person and you love gear, like in my case, I love looking at different sleeping bags. I love looking at different tents. I love looking at different alcohol stoves. I love looking at small cooking stoves. Of course, I like being a bushcrafter. I love looking at all kinds of different knives I can own. I like folding knives. I love fixed blade knives. I like small knives. I love big knives. And anyways, if you're definitely a gear person, you should check out the Outdoor Gear Review. The guy that runs the Outdoor Gear Review channel is called Luke, and it's one of my favorite gear review channels because sometimes he'll do, like, let's take a tent for example. He's reviewed all kinds of small tents, medium tents, large tents. Um, so if you're looking for a specific tent, he may have already done a review on that tent. And if I remember correctly, the Nut and Fancy channel, on one of his video, he sets up a whole bunch of different tents and tells you the pros and cons of each tent. So, um, yeah, when it comes to gear, well, mainly number one for me, if you're checking out simply, or if you want to know more about gear, definitely go to the Outdoor Gear Review channel run by Luke. Definitely a good gear channel. If you're into outdoor adventures and also into philosophy, then you may want to check out the Nut and Fancy channel. If you want to check out, or if you want to know more information about a variety of different guns, shotguns, handguns, uh, small and medium sized guns, then go check out the Nut and Fancy channel. Even though he calls himself not a gun channel, he's got tons of guns on his channel, the Nut and Fancy channel. But he also has, to be fair, he has tons of outdoor videos too. You can find him riding his motorcycle out in the desert. You can find riding his motorcycle on the highway. Looks like he's gone from Utah to California riding his motorcycle. He's ridden his motorcycle through parts of California which are gorgeous. I like what he says about his channel, that he whatever videos get the most views, he starts making videos of that. Like if he starts getting a lot of views from doing motorcycle videos, he'll make more of those. If he starts getting more views on knife reviews, he doesn't just review guns. He also reviews all kinds of knives. He also reviews all kinds of watches. One of the things he said he likes about watches or reviewing watches is because that's the one item men can use, or one of the main items that a lot of men use is watches. And he's got some really cool watches. Some of the watches he buys are the kind you can swim pretty deep underwater, which is kind of cool. It's got some really cool watches. So, and those get a lot of views when he does watch reviews. And also Blade HQ. He's teamed up with them and styled different kinds of knives. So that's kind of cool. Nut and Fancy has. Yeah, I've enjoyed watching his knife reviews. He's got some really cool knives on his channel. The Nut and Fancy channel does. But yeah, if you're really a gear nut like I am, I love learning about all kinds of knives and tents and sleeping bags and sleeping pads, all kinds of small stoves. Then the Outdoor Gear Review channel is your channel you want to hit for sure. This channel here, the Lone Wolf's BuSHCRAFT Travels channel. Last year, you guys saw me making a lot of travel videos for you guys. So yeah, you'll see a lot of travel vlog videos. You'll see lots of live streams, which are mainly open chats. Sometimes on the live streams, I'll have I think there was one live stream offhand. I was I was reading from my bushcraft book, and I also was reading about a story about someone that was kind of trapped out in the wilderness. But some people hit on that live stream, and people came up on panel on that live stream, and it totally changed the live stream. It went from serious survival talk to outright just enjoying interacting with my panel. So that was really funny. Sometimes that can happen on my live stream. Um, but people end up watching the lives. Some people will end up rewatching this live stream, which is really cool. Um, so I appreciate people that are still in the background that have been with me the whole time during my live stream. I appreciate you. You guys know who you are. Um, I'm going to wrap this up. So your boy Lone Wolf Bushcraft Travels is going to wrap this up. So my name's JR, aka Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels. Hope you guys and gals are all doing well. Thank you to all of you who stayed here with me during the whole live stream. I appreciate you. Thanks to all of you who wind up rewatching this live stream. I appreciate you as well. Yeah, thank you so very much for chilling out with me. Appreciate every one of you guys. Thanks, Brett. Wow, man. Thanks for being here the whole time. I appreciate you, buddy. Cheers. Clink. Here's a channel that's been here the whole time. Right on. I appreciate you, Brett. My brother. So, yeah, go check out this channel here, Brett Glasgow channel. Anyways, thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me here during the whole live stream. Thanks again, Brett. Adrian, if you're still here as well, thanks. Thanks to Adrian, thanks to Kevin, and thanks to Brett. And for those of you who I didn't get to acknowledge themselves in the chat, there may be some of you that are in the background that just didn't put up a comment. I appreciate you as well. For those of you who wind up rewatching this live stream, I appreciate you well. One of the best ways you can help out the Lone Wolf's BushCraft Travels channel is give me a like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to comment on your favorite videos. The more comments I get on specific videos, the more likely I'll start making those kind of videos for you guys and gals. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to go back to Mexico. Usually, I'm getting close to that time period where I'm picking a place out in southern Mexico to go to. So, I mean, usually my family starts buzzing about it already. So I'm not sure when I'm going to go back to the southern part of Mexico. But if I do, I will make sure to let you guys know on this channel here. Or maybe I'll talk about it during one of my live streams if I have a Mexico trip coming up anytime soon. Same thing when it gets closer to December and November. If I end up going to Peru in November, between November and December, I'll definitely let you guys know either in a live stream or in a regular video that I'm making plans of going back to Peru. Anyways, best way you can help out any YouTube channel, you make sure you give them a like and subscribe. Then also make sure you comment on the favorite videos that you like. So that way that particular YouTube, including myself, can make more videos like that you guys like. So basically the audience, in some ways the audience kind of dictates, because we can look in our YouTube analytics and it will show us which videos are getting more likes and comments. And normally that YouTube creator will start making more content that's getting the likes and the comments. I'll still make videos mainly because this is called YouTube. Lately, my interests have been outdoors, camping, and also bushcraft, and also travel. So you guys are still going to see that kind of content on this channel. But most definitely what does sometimes guide the content is that content that's getting the more likes and comments. Those are the more videos I'm more likely to do if I start to see a lot of likes and comments with certain videos. Anyways, hope you guys and gals are all doing well out there. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you in the next live stream. Take care. Cheers. Clink. Take care, guys and gals. Cheers. Peace. Later, Gators. Yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you guys either in the next video or see you in the next live stream. Peace. Later, Gators. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Bye. Cheers.